Okay. So what am I here to talk about? Anybody have any idea? Yes. Yes. And does anybody know what that disease is called? No. Yes. Yes? Alopecia. So does everybody know what alopecia is? Whoever knows what alopecia is, raise your hand. All right. Put your hands down. Who does not know what alopecia is? Perfect. And you're exactly the third and fourth graders I need to speak to. Where do I start? I guess I'll start at the beginning. I have 4 daughters. I know, it's crazy at my house. And my second oldest daughter, her name's Madison. And when she was 5 years old, when she just started kindergarten, she started to lose her hair. And I'll tell you what, as a parent, it's one of the what I'm trying to say, third graders and fourth graders, is that you guys are already different. There's not one even if you're twins, there's not one person in here that is the same as someone else. There's not one person in here that likes everything that somebody else does, because there's something else that you might like and maybe nobody knows about. Now, I'm not going to ask anybody to give me your secrets, but is there anybody in here that would volunteer to tell me something that you like or that you do that no one else in this school knows about? Now, I'll start first. All right? Now, I'm going to be 47 years old. All right? I know I'm old. But there's one thing, even when I was in school, I never told anybody about. I had a secret. Because I was a big macho football player, and I was in the Marine Corps. I never told anybody that I actually like musicals. What? I actually like going to plays where they sing. I know. I would have been made fun of, so I never told anyone. I like going to musicals, The Sound of Music, Oklahoma. And I never told anyone because I was afraid of being made fun of. And I like classical music. I never told anyone. So does anybody have anything to share that you like or you do that maybe no one else knows? Yes. You play the piano. Did anybody know that he plays the piano? Awesome. See how other people act to each other. Sometimes it's not very nice. Sometimes people of color or another race are treated badly. Sometimes if you're too tall and you're a girl, you're treated badly. Sometimes if you're too short, you're treated badly. My point is that we're all different, and there should be no reason that anybody makes fun of anyone else. So what I ended up doing, because of all of these problems and all these things that I was really afraid of when my daughter lost her hair, I knew that we had to do something because I heard of other kids that were being really made fun of a lot. They were being picked on so much that they wanted to do bad things to themselves. They were being made fun of and picked on by their teachers and by the administration of the schools and by other adults. Other adults would see them in the mall and they would stare at them and point and laugh. And a lot of these kids really, really were in bad shape. And I was thinking, well, my daughter's in pretty good shape, and I'm terrified. I'm just thinking when she becomes a teenager, everything changes. So I decided that I would start an organization to help kids with alopecia. And what I did was I started the Children's Alopecia Project. Now, when I started it, we're not looking for a cure. I don't want to cure any diseases. What I want to do is help cure the kids with the disease. I want them to feel good about themselves because there's no problem with having alopecia. You're not sick. It doesn't hurt. You don't need to take medicine. You're not going to die. The only thing that you have to do is love yourself. And the best way of loving yourself is to love other people. Because that's really why we're here. We're here to help. It starts is, you guys are, all the scientists call it a trigger. There's something that happens in your body that says, okay, gotta get rid of the hair. Nobody knows what it is. If they knew what it was, they might be able to get closer to fixing it. But the body anyone can get it. It just happens. So it's something that is very rare, but sometimes it just happens, and then we just have to deal with it. Yes? Well, I don't know if you guys will be able to understand this, but it might make a little sense. If you can make pretend, let's say I have a bucket over here, and in this bucket I have every disease on earth. Okay? And over here I have a bucket, and we'll just say I have alopecia, which means you don't get any shots, no medicine, your hair falls out. All right? And then you have diabetes and MS and arthritis and a couple of other bad ones. But you're not going to die for any of these. And over here there's some really bad diseases that nobody ever wants. The funny thing is, if you go over to this bucket that has only a couple, no one's going to pick alopecia because nothing's life-threatening over here. Because you don't want to lose your hair. So you'll take something else. But over here, out of all the diseases on earth, alopecia is really at the bottom. Most people would say, I'm going to pick alopecia because it doesn't hurt, it's not contagious, no one's going to die. So the problem is that there's not enough research done for alopecia because... let's give Mr. One more thing. Lily's not invisible either. If anybody has a question, don't talk about it with each other. If you have a question about alopecia, I'm pretty sure that she'll be happy to talk to you about it because we don't want to ignore her and just look at her. If you have a question about alopecia, just ask her. Is that okay, Lily? Perfect.
We always talk about here, and your teachers always say, use your words, and that's the way you can use your words. Also, let's give